But how much money do we need? And I apologize, Bukola. You look at the Ukraine-Russia situation. You see Ukraine using cheap drones. Cheap drones. Yes, it was well planned, but they use cheap drones to cause heavy damage.
Those drones are not cheap.
On Russia. I'm saying compared to the damage that it caused on Russia. Billions of dollars worth of damage on Russia.
About $9 billion worth of dollars.
And you know how much the drones are? Just maybe thousands of dollars max. It can be more than millions of dollars. So the point I'm trying to make is, and I think we had this conversation the last time, Mr. Dekoya. As far back as 15 plus years ago, the U.S. was using drones in its own search for bin Laden in that sense. This is 2025, Mr. Dekoya, and we're still losing our soldiers when it is avoidable, when we could use aerial support. I mean, FPV drones. You have young people who are able to fly drones in Nigeria. And guess what? You even have private sector that is able to manufacture these drones. So what is missing? We have a budget. If we can pump this budget into that, obviously we can move a needle.
So what I think we need to do to move that needle is to deregulate we're not doing something right with DICON. You know, you can flood in. The government talks about public-private partnership every time, PPP. You know, you can open DICON. What's DICON's operating budget like? What's the share capital? You know, why is it only DICON? Why don't you have other multiple players in different sub-levels? You see, there are sub-munitions, there are different auxiliary systems to creating a local defense sector. Okay, so we are not doing that yet. But I didn't want to miss a point on this Zamfara matter. I just want to make the point that I want to commend the governor of Zamfara for making the effort. At least he is making the effort, providing tools and logistics for the forces in Zamfara. That doesn't mean that the crime stats is going down. On a year-to-year basis, the incidence of crime is going up in Zamfara. But the special operation by the DSS is something that gives me a bit of hope. And I'm hoping to see more initiative from the DSS. And I'm asking Mr. President to please release budget for police and the DSS.
Maybe we'll start from making sure police doesn't follow VIPs anymore. He promised it in his...
No, you see, yes. So that's a very fine point. On that issue, Nigerians suffer double taxation. You pay the police as a taxpayer. When you contract the police as a private citizen, you also pay the police. So we're wasting resources. What we need to do is to, thankfully the president is thinking about private military contractorship. Move VIP protection to private licensed companies. NSCDC doesn't have enough personnel, and that's not their scope. Their scope is to protect critical national assets. Like this issue of forest guard. You don't need new forest guard when you have the NSCDC. Increase the person, cut down on the number of federal police, allow the states have state police. As a matter of fact, I said that when this president was inaugurated, that Mr. President will fail if he goes to through the path of his predecessors. The president cannot be solely responsible for internal security. The president has shown courage, he has shown the temerity and the grit to sponsor heavy reforms. Now we are calling on the president to sponsor the reform of the Nigerian police force. Until you do that and give power back to the subnationals.